there. So recently I got the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette from the UK. I ordered it from Feel Unique or Look Fantastic. And it took 2 to 3 weeks, probably about 3 weeks to arrive. And it cost £26 with the discount that I late night shopping discount. So it worked out to about 420 Rand. And I think for the quality of this eyeshadow palette and the versatility, 420 Rand is a really great price. Considering the Stila in the light palette that is available here is $3.95, so it's not that much more expensive to order from overseas, and I paid 82 Rand in customs. So if you factor that in, it's always a 500 Rand palette. So it's really up to you if you prefer to go invest in a Stila in the light palette, or if you don't mind ordering this from the UK. It was really quick and easy to order, and I'm so happy with it. Inside you can see there are 9 shades, and they range from like a really light matte cream, and then we've got a shimmery sort of a pinky toned beige with shimmer, and then there is this beautiful nude light matte brown, which I use as a crease shade. It's very similar to Naked from the Naked palette. Mine has a dent in it, so I was so excited to get another shade like this. Push Up in the middle here is probably my favorite. It's not really showing up, but it's sort of a pink toned brown shimmery metallic, which is also not showing up. It's really pretty just all over the lid. That's probably the shade that I use the most. And then Honey Pot at the bottom is the one I'm going to use now. It's this really beautiful intense shimmery gold, yellow gold. Let's just touch it up. Which is the one I used in the little short tutorial coming up. And then we've got like a golden brown. It's got a little bit of golden shimmer in this dark brown. And then we've got a dark sort of grey brown. And then there's a very dark matte brown. I think the quality is absolutely amazing. They are so pigmented and so creamy and easy to blend out and absolutely beautiful. They are a little bit powdery, so you do get a bit of fallout. I have to like blow or brush away the excess, or just tap the excess off my brush, otherwise you do get a bit of fallout. And they really stay on my eyes. And with an eyeshadow primer, they last all day long. The quality is really amazing. I did some eye makeup for the super gorgeous Instagram challenge the other day, and it was requested that I do a short tutorial on how I did the makeup for that photo. So that's basically the eye makeup that I'm wearing at the moment, and I've just filmed a really short little tutorial on how I did it on request. The first shade I applied was the lightest shade, just all over my eyelids, sort of as a base color, just to even out everything. Next I used the gold shade called Honey Pot, which is this one. You'll find a very similar shade in the Stila in the light palette. There's also a very similar gold, and in the Naked palette there's also gold. So these colors are quite easy to find, very similar colors in other palettes. And now I'm just adding a little bit more of the gold under my lower lash line in the first half of my eyes, just from the inner corner going about halfway along. Then I used Chocolate Martini, which is a dark chocolate brown with gold shimmer. And I used that under the lower lash line, the outer sort of half of my eyes. And then I also used that in the outer corner of my eyes and blended it all along the crease. Then I used a big fluffy blending brush just to blend all the rough edges. Then I used the light matte brown also in my crease as a bit of a transitional color. Then I used the darkest matte brown, which is called Sexpresso, as a liner along my upper lashes, and I just used a small bourgeois sort of a liner brush just to go along my upper lash line and winged it out slightly in the corners. Then I used a tiny bit of the shimmery pale color in the inner corners of my eyes and a little bit under my brow bone. After using the lash primer, I used the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme Mascara, which is really volumizing and it's just one of my favorite mascaras. Then I'm using Chanel Accent Joues Contrast Blush, which is a beautiful rosy beige with some shimmer in it. I think it's really beautiful for evening, but it's also great for the day and goes with so many different eye makeup, lip colors. It's just one of my favorite blushes. And then just for fun, I'm using Chanel Rouge Coco Shine in number 71 Style on my lips, which is very sheer, very nude with a hint of gold shimmer in it, and I think it goes really nicely with this eye makeup. that is the finished look of how I got this sort of evening time eye with my Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. This can easily be recreated with the Stila In the Light palette or the Naked palette, or anything that's got a gold, a neutral tone, neutral mid-tone sort of brown crease shade, and then a darker sort of more golden brown. Those are basically the only three colors that I used, and then a very light creamy sort of highlight shade. So it's really easy to recreate with a variety of palettes. There's nothing specific to the Too Faced palette that can't be found elsewhere. Obviously because the Too Faced palette is not available here, so it might be a bit difficult to get hold of if you don't want to wait for it to arrive from overseas. This is the eye makeup that I did for the Super Gorgeous challenge that was requested, but I think it's really nice for the evenings if you're going out or if it's a special occasion. And it's obviously really quick and easy to do as well. It didn't take me a lot of time.